Hi guys, Gnembon here and welcome in the next our SciCraft log. So I'm back on the Survivor server in our animal farm and I got a request from Ragu about leather. I think we are running out of it on the server and I think currently it's the only working farm that can make it. So now I was fulfilling his request, I got an idea about a little bit of a small prank on ilmango. It won't be anything destructive or whatnot, it'll be more kind of a aspirational prank. I'll talk about the details in a moment, but it will involve running this farm for a while. As you can see, there are already signs of time on this farm. It's already been beaten, like here's a little bit of a bridge missing, or bridge missing carpets here and there. Thankfully we are avoiding Enderman disassembly catastrophe, and I'm happy that we are doing it using vanilla methods simply by preventing hostiles to spawn. So previously this farm have never actually run properly, because by the time I was done building it, it was in 1.9, 1.10, the storage was already full because I kept running it when I was building it around it. However, as I mentioned, with time it got emptied from leather, which is used to create books, which are used to trade with villagers. Pretty much the only resource from this farm that we can quickly run out of. So unfortunately I never had a lot of time to do something massive like the other guys on the server, but what I can do is I can run this farm and AFK at it. However, to fit more leather into the storage room I had to empty the entire storage of all the existing stuff. So offload all the meats here that's from the storage into the shulker boxes, which gave me an idea. By the way, I really love this leaf texture, and I know it's not maybe for everybody, but I really like how it looks and I like how the farm looks from here. Pretty cool stuff. So ilmango was mentioned a couple of times that the goal for the server is to collect a double chest of each item in the game. SciCraft is quite an old server. In 1.8 there was no shulker boxes, but now it is 2017 and we are not in 1.8 anymore. And I thought I would AFK here, collect a double chest of stuff from this farm and show it as an example what a proper double chest of stuff should look like these days. And with it I'll just get more leather for Ragu as well. So excuse me guys for a little bit of janky setup here, but I'll explain for a moment what it is for. So I spent here AFKing at least for a good 4 or 5 days using the existing storage, nothing fancy, just coming over here once in a day to clean up the storage and pack up the existing stuff to the shulker boxes. I make this a little bit easier just to extend the collection to the shulker boxes here on the ground, and if there's anything available you can just grab 4 empty ones from this chest, or if you're missing just create new ones, and then come over, dig down, collect the full shulker boxes and just replace them with empty ones, just stack up. It's a very easy solution, a little bit more convenient than just putting stuff back into shulker boxes without getting into total redesign of this historical storage room and fitting it with shulker box loaders. So I have quickly collected most of the required meats, and most of the meats was no problems. This farm produces about 1000 items of each type. However, it only produces 600 chickens. So there was clearly a chicken problem. So my first approach how to solve this issue was to use looting. So I was just logging in with an alternative account in the AFK area and I was logging in myself here, sitting inside the collection area with the chickens and just lay them AFK with a clicker program. So a couple of issues if you for example wanted to loot everything. The farm does about 5000 items per hour, so if you add looting it's already at 12k. So it's more than hoppers and the sorting can do. So what I did, I did this rudimentary chicken filter. So this farm has 2 outputs. One side cooks the meats and the other one returns you raw items. So I just blocked the fiery side, hoping that most animals will essentially stay at the portal, and whenever they push each other out, they'll just basically going through the sides here, and the chickens will have a free way to actually go under these trapdoors to the raw area when I'll be standing. I just replaced all the magma blocks here with just netherrack for now, so I can kill them myself. So this solution is actually very easy. You just so I have, just for demonstration, I left one magma block over here in the corner, just not to overcrowd it. But in turn, I'll just sit here in the corner and just close myself in. And then once in a while, like every 5 seconds, I'll just swing the sword and hold the cooked meat in my left hand and just AFK this way. And it worked pretty well. The first day I got 80 levels just from slaying chickens. Got 18 shulker boxes full of chicken. It was a very good run. And then I set it up again and died due to zombie pigmen. So I panicked because I was afraid that the server wouldn't cope from the number of entities because I was away. So I logged back in, and at first I thought it was really bad because I couldn't interact with any chest, levers or anything. And then before I realized, I just simply had my mouse buttons rebound to keyboard AFKing, so my mouse wasn't working. So that's the derp. I knew it shouldn't be an issue because we have cramming set to 100. So with this area here, we have 4 corners, which means that we can fit about 500 chickens, and that's it. Because every corner will fit about 100, about 100 of them will be just running around like madmen in the middle, and that's pretty much the limit. So I thought about another strategy, because we just need chicken, everything else is collected. So I thought about the good old chicken cooker. So let's go here to the top. So here we have a bigger vat, like a mega chicken cooker version, and now we have about 20-30 chickens, but I used here eggs of those 500 from the collection area to spawn the first 1000 here in this vat. Now to match the production of the passive mob farm in the chicken department, I'll need about 600 chickens here at all times, because about 600 seed chickens give you about 600 chickens per hour on the output. So I started boldly with about 1500 chickens. However, the TPS on the server went down to 2. Full 2 ticks per second. That was really bad. Though I had to really kill it because the guys were working somewhere else and digging netherrack somewhere. I brought the number down to about 900. The TPS went up to 5 TPS. Then I killed a bit more with 600, so the required number just to match the passive mob farm. I was getting about 12 TPS on the server. So it's clearly not the good path to get chicken, to build a chicken cooker. It's a good method to slow down the server. For example, working with nether and digging up, and you don't want to get flooded with lava. That's actually a very good and stable way to lower your TPS on the server, but not the good way to get all the chicken. So I rethink the strategy for the AFK. So the pigman had to spawn in the portal. It got pushed, glitched through the blocks and end up in the chamber, and when I smacked him he just killed me. Because generally, like, our nether is peaceful, so pigments are rare, just whatever spawns from the portal and just glitches through it. So the solution, I thought, is to use thorns. So let's do a quick test. So here I have having all protection and thorns armor. In practice you would put also mending and breaking and all the other jazz. And the question is how many pigmen I can kill at once just by eating a pork chop. So let's try with 1. No problem at all. Let's try with 2. Still fine. Let's start 3. As you can see, it was closed, but I survived. And this is all just with the armor, no regen, no resistance. However, the armor, as we can see, took quite a beating, but since we are surrounded by XP, it should be plenty. So that's how I've done it at the end. I added pigs to the equation, so I expanded the chicken filter, just open up the full blocks to allow pigs to fall through as well. Because if you allow pigs and chickens, we are still staying below 9,000 items per hour. And this would actually allow us to get essentially more drops. With the chickens, we'll also be getting more pork chops, which are also a good source of food. And AFK one more day and I got 100 levels, which I have right now. And they're pretty much all from chickens and pigs. So that's pretty cool stuff. And as you can see, we have all our chickens as we wanted. Plus we have lots of other stuff, mainly the cooked pork chops, which is awesome because we have stuff to eat. So this is the main pork chop chest, and this is the spare. It's almost full as well. And there's also some extra leather for Ragu as well, if Mango doesn't want to share this one. So let's now move the stuff to the storage room and assemble the message for Mango. Okay guys, so here we are at the end of the storage room, where I created a kind of a small room, and it looks like the internals of a carcass of some sort. It has a simple light switch for it. It's very simple stuff. Just close it, this door, it will turn off. Just open again, it will turn on. I'll now cover it up with some lovely terracotta, so it's clear where to go first. Yep, these double chests are properly full. We have pork, beef, mutton, chicken, and also all those meats and cooked varieties. You have wool, leather, feathers, and eggs, and a message. Dear Mango, I have heard you were mentioning about the goal for the server to collect a double chest of each item in the game, at least these that can be collected. But now we have 2017 and it's not 1.8 anymore, and the definition of a proper double chest of stuff have changed. So let's up the stakes, chop the competition, meet the new requirements, and don't chicken. So here's how the modern double chest of stuff should look like. Just look around. To help start the process, I collected what I could, so you don't have to worry about these things. Gnembon. For Mango. See you later guys, and like, subscribe, and bye bye.